So here I exit out of my previous seed, and I'm a bit annoyed because I just messed up a run. I'm about to reset this one too, but I see a lava pool, and I haven't had a run all day, and I want to play a run, so I decide to play it anyway. I start off, go up to this tree, grab some wood, get some stone, make tools, you know, pretty standard stuff for any Minecraft playthrough. I mine some gravel, get flint second try. I mean, not that that really matters, because the run is so slow anyway, but it's nice, I guess. I don't see any caves, so I end up actually digging down for iron, and because I'm a hacker, I dig into this cave right here, so that's cool. And after a quick interruption from the freaking government, who sent me an alert to test their funky new alarm system, I mine up 7 iron, which is, you know, pretty much the bare minimum you'd want to have for a run. Because with that you can make an iron pick, which obviously you need to mine gold at Bastion, a bucket, which you can use to make the portal, and flint and steel to obviously light the portal. You can technically light the portal with wood, but that's a lot less consistent and sometimes really slow. Here I almost make a minecart by mistake, so that's cool. But I build back up to the surface, and I'm looking for animals, but I don't really see any, so just go to the nether anyway, because I can get mushrooms, or if I'm in a crimson forest, I can kill hoglins. I do happen to spawn in a crimson forest, which is nice, because obviously food. I can E-ray for the Bastion. That's not related to the fact that I'm in a crimson forest, but you know, I look for a spike in entities on the F3 menu. Bastions contain a lot of entities, so that's how you find bastions. I look for the hoglins, but there aren't any, which is great. So I just head to the Bastion, hoping to find mushrooms on the way. But I end up seeing the Bastion, like, instantly, so I go back to the Crimson for food, and run out of sprint halfway, which is awesome. That makes it even more tedious. And like the professional speedrunner I am, I spend the next 45 seconds killing hoglins. It felt like a lot longer than that during the run, I'm not gonna lie. So I enter the Bastion at 8:10. It's a stables Bastion, which is the most RNG dependent Bastion there is, because it can have loads of gold or like no gold, and I'm not in the mood for a super slow Bastion, so I'm looking for a triple chest, because those contain 4 gold blocks underneath, which are easy to access. You can get a good amount of piglins from the top of the rampart, and you know, get your trades done quite quickly, which is a bit of a high roll play, which means you're relying on a lot of luck, but obviously it's a speed run. If I don't get the luck I need, I just reset. I'm not immensely confident with routing Bastion, so I set up the sort of trading area beforehand, then go up to get the piglins. The way you start this route is by breaking the chests, so, you know, so they chase you. I actually don't know. Do I change my game mode to hard here? I might not. I don't remember. And I pick up the items. I pick up the items in the chest from the chests that I just broke, and all the piglins follow me down into the gold area, and they will go into the trading hole. So it went pretty smoothly for one of my runs, which is nice. While they're trading, I check for a fortress using the pie chart on the F3 menu, and I see that there's a spawner within 22 chunks, which is like decently far. It's like sort of probably like just over 300 blocks, but it's not unplayable in a run this slow anyway. A spawner usually means a blaze spawner in a fortress, but rarely it's a treasure bastion. You can sort of tell by the entities thing, again, if it's a treasure bastion, because they have magma cube spawners in them, so they get detected on the pie chart too. I check my trades, and I've got a good amount of pearls, a few fire res potions, 14 obsidian, which is enough for a single nether portal, which means I can blind travel out of the nether, but not use like a second portal. And I have a decent amount of string, but not enough to like one cycle the dragon, so I will have to get more wool in some way by either killing sheep, visiting the library, or even finding a village, which, you know, you can do that too. I leave the Bastion after just under 4 minutes, which is really quick for me, and I start travelling towards the fortress. I throw this amazing pearl right here, so good job to me for that one. Insane play right there. I then proceed to spend the next decade killing hoglins, but you know, after that's finally done, I continue to the fortress. Here I check again to see whether the fort has like whether it's like moved, you know what I mean, whether I'm going the right way. and like the direction I have to go changes, which means that I'm sort of closer, I guess. I throw three really good pearls here, and I'm insanely lucky that I don't die because I accidentally didn't have fire res on this whole time. I probably would have been quite annoyed if I had pearled into lava, because my reactions probably wouldn't have been quick enough to get the fire res off. I do see the fortress though, and I build up into it and start looking for the blaze spawner. I dig into the good part of the fortress, which is the part that contains the blaze spawner, which is helpful because it means I don't have to spend time navigating out of the sort of roofed chest area. I see these mobs right here, and I just decide to go a different way because I'm not dealing with those right now. But I don't end up finding a spawner, so I just go back and kill them. And then I see the blaze spawner, which is covered in lava, which is immensely helpful, but fortunately I can just block it off and I start to kill the blazes. Ideally, I would aim for 7 or more rods in these runs because I don't use a calculator, so I expect a decent amount of eye breaks, and also I suck at triangulation. I check to see the way I need to go to get the, to get to good blind travel chords, and now it's just about waiting to get the rods I need. So here my axe breaks, probably because I spent many years fighting hoglins, so I have to pickaxe the remaining blazes, put my Fortnite skills to good use there. Then I make a wood axe out of multiple different wood types. Professional speedrun, guys. At this point I'm 5 for 21, which are incredible blaze rates considering it's a 50-50 drop rate. But you know me, I got that reverse dream luck, if you know what I'm saying. My fire res has almost run out, so I look for stray blazes as I'll be able to kill them more easily, but I don't see any, so I go back to the spawner. They spawn when I have like 5 seconds of fire res, again, very helpful, so I get my final rods, then sort of sneak my way out of the spawner, and then just like run because I don't want to get fireballed and die. But I'm so busy running that I completely go the wrong way from the way I worked out to get to the good stronghold coordinates, blind travel coordinates. So I just build my portal and go back to the overworld. I'm pretty sure I'm not even in the stronghold ring at this point, so very optimal play there. In the overworld, I spend 2 minutes doing unnecessarily precise eye calculations, which I just don't, there's just no reason to do them. When I'm not going back into the nether, there's no reason to do triangulation in this way. The method I was attempting to use is called axis travel. I did it wrong, despite learning how to do it a few days earlier, but oh well, I know how to do it better now. I have an ocean, which is good for travel, but I see a monument, like, right next to me. Luckily, I don't have to go close enough to get mining fatigue. Here you can hear me make a great prediction about my runtime. Ended up being very accurate. Right, this should be a sub, I don't know, sub something. I also demonstrate my insane boating skills. I get out of my boat and get some stuff for a new axe and just general materials. Then, after a nice pearl here, I realise that I'm going the wrong way because I'm the best player in this game, which is a result of my abysmal eye calculations. I get more wool from sheep because I am not comfortable doing a full bed quite yet, and it's not like it's a massive time loss anyway. After a lot of travel and sheep murder, my eye turns back, I can speak, and after fighting with, like, the whole zombie apocalypse right here, I dig down into the stronghold, and spend the next 5 minutes navving the stronghold, and proceed to dig through every wall except the right one. You can see here that this is the wall the portal's behind. I pass it after 25 seconds, and it takes me another 3.5 minutes to actually realise that the portal's there, so perhaps an indicator that I need to practice stronghold navigation a little bit. It's a 3-eye portal, which is pretty lucky. It's about a 1 in 12, but I mean, I have plenty of eyes, so it doesn't really matter. I enter the end at 37 minutes and 30 seconds, which means I need a 2.5 minute end for a sub 40, which is not like crazy, but if I miss a perch, which I had done in multiple previous runs, it wouldn't be happening. I place the obsidian for the 1 cycle and craft my beds, then I get ready for the perch. When I see it, I run in and don't pearl for some reason, despite literally having them in my hotbar. You can see that during the 1 cycle, the dragon turns backwards, which makes it way harder, but I still hit the 5 bed, which is pretty good for my standards. So that's my first run. It was a pretty terrible run on a pretty terrible seed, but sub 40 is not too bad for a first PB, rather. This was actually the first time I've beaten Minecraft Java, except for like once on a ranked seed, which is not really the same. I have actually already beaten this PB because it was very bad as of a few days ago, but I was already working on this video, so you're getting it anyway. Also, I want like an archive of all my runs, so in case I do get good at this, I can look back and sort of see my progress. That's what this channel's always been for, really. Whether it be Geometry Dash, Minecraft, whatever. My insane amount of viewers is just an afterthought. But thank you all for watching. I know this is a bit different, but let me know what you thought. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.